Alright. Good lord, that was the worst crash of all time that it could possibly happen at. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yes, that was me pushing the R1 button, making the baby screams at the end of the cutscene. This is not going to be a very long video. Framp's actually on the floor looking at me like I've done something wrong. Oh boy. So yeah, the last save was essentially during the Colossus fight. So this is actually New Game Plus of the file I did just now. So we can go up to Colossi, press triangle, and we can actually do time attack. Those are going to be their own separate video. I don't know when I'm going to do that, probably later this week when I have time. Well, you guys don't have to worry about it. It'll be done eventually. This video is just going to be showing you how to climb up the tower and what's up there. So, it's 11 something and I'm really tired. This is the last video with me talking. So, oh, I just love how Franch is looking at me like, what have you done? Why are you doing this? So, alright, so you need to be on the PS2 version. This is what I'm doing this on. So, alright, this is the spot. It needs to be right here. Now, this is not intended. You're not supposed to be able to get up here. This is actually very, very, very difficult to do. You need to have a lot of stamina to do this. That much is probably good. Oh boy. This is very difficult and hard to explain, but I'll do my best. So, I'm going to be using the emulator to save state at a few spots too, because I don't want to waste too much time. So just jump up. Now we can jump up here. This doesn't look like you can climb on it, but you can. I apologize if this is very stale and boring compared to most of my videos, but it's literally almost midnight. I have to do my hair, and I'm really tired, and I'm going to go to bed in 5 minutes. So, well, Framp's just staring at me. So I'm just hopping up. I've seen people say, oh, you got to use diagonal jumps where it's like this, and it uses less stamina. You don't need to do that. It helps, but you don't need to. So you can just do this. Now, right here is where our first rest spot's going to be at. And I'm just going to be really careful here. This is the hardest part in my opinion. If you can do this, you're gravy, okay? So I'm going to drop a save state right about here, just to be safe. Actually, I want to be right here. Yeah, there we go. So you can see what I just did was I just jumped into the corner there. Now I'm just holding moving. I'm not doing anything crazy here. I'm just holding the joystick, letting my stamina come back. If you move any other way, it won't work. So move your camera, specifically the camera, this is required. Kind of angle yourself in the corner here. And I'm just mashing the jump button. Oh, dear God, I hope this is the right angle. This is a very hard spot to do this from. You can do this with a parachute in hard mode, but I don't have that. Okay, I'm going to try and... There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh, Jesus. Hang on, let me try that again. Okay. Now, you cannot jump back up here. You have to do this in one go. If you don't, you just can't do it. This is the hardest part of the entire thing. There we go. So now we're pretty much gravy. So I'm going to save just to get that state going. Then we can just hop up here. Mind you, there's no reason to do this except curiosity, I guess. Alright. Now what we need to do is get up to this ledge here. Now, keep in mind, a lot of this has no collision. So what I'm doing is really awkward. Now, this part, be very careful on. Do not try to do weird triangular jumps. Yeah. Triangular jumps. Now, this part is a little bit nerve-wracking, but this is the next rest spot. You're probably thinking, it's that tree, right? No, it's not. Alright, so just put your butt this direction and hop all the way to the top here. This part is a little bit easier because you can afford yourself the ability to screw up. So what we want to do, I'm going to save just to be sure. See that patch of wall in front of me? That's where I want to be at. So, oh Jesus, this is the hardest part. I say it's not, but it is. We want to do a half jump, and we kind of want to get in this pattern here where we're moving like this, and I'm just moving the joystick up occasionally and then letting myself come down. So you can do this until you have a net positive on your stamina. You've probably seen me reference this at one point in the playthrough. So this has no collision. What I'm doing is actually not supposed to be here. Well, there we go. I found the exact spot I needed to be in. So, save again just to be expedient. Drop down. Not like that. That's death. We don't want that. So, there we go. Now be very careful not to drop all at once, because if you do, you go into that tumble animation and you can't actually recover. So this is why you need all that stamina, because this requires pretty much all of it. Alright, so be careful here on this corner. This is actually the other easy spot to fall on. It's not hard, but it's... I don't want to take a chance. Now, it looks weird, but we can actually climb on this. It's hard to even tell you can do this. But we're almost there. Oh boy, Seth's really tired and he needs to sleep. Okay, now we need to be on that ledge to my right. We can yump over to it. Don't fucking do anything weird here. It's really not fun. Okay. I think that should be more than sufficient. That's the hardest part probably right there, though. Because you have to really maneuver yourself. Okay. And then we have to hold back. Do a jump on that. If you're doing this with 8 Colossi killed, that little pillar right there, you can actually use that to get strength back, but it's just such a pain. I don't know how to do that way. I don't want to try, honestly. It's really hard. Okay, and it looks weird here, but... Yep, you can grab onto this. And... guess what? We did it! We're there! Ta-da! This is it. This is the thing everybody likes to do when they've finished the game. I feel it's like a rite of passage, right? So if we walk all the way out there, what happens is the wind just blows you back from the entrance where you came in from. It takes about 8 minutes to get over there. I'm not doing it. All this has collision too. So you can do that. You can't go through that door. Oh, Framp sprawled out on the ground here. So yeah, what's up here? Well, we saw the cutscene, and there was bits and bobs and shit everywhere. It's actually quite cool. So this was not even meant to be in the game. I'd like to point that out. This is entirely a miracle this was even kept in the game too, which implies, like I said earlier in the series, there's a lot of stuff that was meant to be played, but this stuff is really hard to get to. But it's amazing that they kept it in there. And look at that. We made it. This is the probably hardest spot to get to in the game. So, what about this stuff up here, huh? Well, there's actually like 30, I think, of these. So, this is a very unique location because this is also the only place in the game this is... Oh my god, I'm tired. This is the only place in the game these exist, and it's absolutely amazing this was still left in the game. Because this is the kind of shit that I feel like you would dig out with like a hex editor or something, you know what I mean? So we can shoot these till the cows come home. This is a good way to practice your archery skills, I guess. And you can kind of see where these are at too, just based on like the lighting. But there's, I think, 32 or something like that fruits total in here. I think these count towards the cornucopia achievement as well on the PS3 and PS4. But there's a special property these have that no other fruit in the game has. You probably think I'm full of shit when I say this, but watch my stats. Yeah. It actually shrinks your stats down. So, yeah, this is a very strange thing that they kept in the game at all. Now, of course, you can't go into negative stats, but you can go down to the baseline of your stats can go to, which is really dumb. I would not recommend doing it if you're going in, like, hard mode or something. Obviously, the more lizards and stuff you kill, and the more fruit you find in the overworld, the longer this takes to do, but it does cap over time. So if we go, you'll see my health, I think, starting to go down, but stamina's already done. It can't go any further. I think I should only have about 3 or 4 more until this is done. But yeah, this is one of those weird things that's just in the game that they never took out. It's incredible it's even in the game at all. This is as high as you can go, too. You can't go any higher in the game. Yep, this is the max right here, so... Yep, this is the weird garden that everybody likes to go to. It's pretty cool. This is your baseline stats you start the game with, too, so if you keep doing this, you can, if you really want to. No reason to do so, but like I said, if you really want to practice your archery, I guess. But yeah, you can do this if you want to. Leave your friends behind. One of these always falls into the water, I swear. I guess not. But yeah, that's the secret garden. I can show off a little bit of it too. This is why I say I think this was meant to be probably part of something else, but it just got cut. Because you can see there's these blocks. We only see these, I think, in one other area in the game. But you can't grab onto this. This has collision, but you can't grip it. But yeah, you see what I mean? Like, there's all these little bits and bobs everywhere, and it's really cool. You can't actually get on the, what is Framp doing? He's doing something weird in the background. I don't know why. But yeah, you can... There's no deer, nothing like that up here. It's just 100% like a little bonus thing you can do if you want to try it. It's really not as easy as it looks. I probably made it look kind of easy, but it's not. This took about an hour or so of figuring out how to do it. Let's make a save state here real quick. If you go over here, this isn't the shrine that Dorman's near, but this is in the beginning of the game where the entrance area is. So, yeah, you can fall down there too and die. You can't actually survive this fall. So, now you're probably thinking, now Seth, how did you know about this? Because Lobos Jr. is the best streamer ever, and you should go watch his videos and not mine, because he's a lot better at this game than I am by a million bajillion miles. But I forgot to say, yeah, Wander is technically reborn in the end. I've always interpreted that way. Hence, and the developers even said so themselves, that it's why you can still control the baby at the end. So, technically Dorman fulfilled his promise. Was Dorman really evil after all? I mean, I think no. I don't really see any reason why he was. Just breaking the laws of nature. But, still, it's a very interesting game. I love this game to death. It is a fantastic experience from start to finish. Aside from Colossus 14. And yeah, you can also get down from here if you really want to. So if we want to get down, the easiest way is to not die, by the way. It's actually easier to get down than it is to get up, shockingly, right? So we can do this. And I think, yeah, you can grab onto that. This doesn't have any collision on it. If I just jump up here, you just fall. Pretty sure I'll survive. Yep. Even with low health, you can still survive that. So yeah, that is how you get to the top of the shrine. Absolutely one of the most incredible things in the game that I can't believe is even in it. And yeah, if you want, you can keep playing with your stats and they just keep growing and growing until the game just caps them off. You can clear the game over and over if you really want to. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to part with this awesome image. And I will see you guys in the next one.